Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we formally begin, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our thank you on behalf of the school to all of the students, parents, and teachers who have worked extremely hard in making sure that this period of remote learning has been so successful. It is difficult, it's been unpredictable, and it's an unprecedented time. However, this will not interfere with us celebrating the success of students at NCBIS. So without further ado, we shall get started. As per tradition, I would like to formally open our ceremony with a piece of music. This will be performed by Jeremiah William, and he's performing the song "You've Got a Friend in Me" by Randy Newman. Special guests, school board members, Principal Mr. John Bagast, Head of Secondary Mr. Mate, families, friends, staff, prize winners and students, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to tune in and celebrate this very special day with our NCBIS virtual community. As you sit there watching this, know that other people are doing the same thing, celebrating these achievements together in an online community. Despite COVID-19, NCBIS continues to flourish, and we are proud to celebrate the achievements of our students, both academically and in terms of other pursuits. These could include music, drama, or art, or even extracurricular activities such as competitions, MUN, international award, and a commitment to service for other people. I would like to thank the staff and our supportive parents for ensuring that such a wide range of opportunities were accessible and supported during this unique academic year. I would now like to invite our head boy and head girl leaving, Yara Abdulmaneem, Sohad Walia, to welcome everyone today and offer us a short speech before they depart for greener pastures at university. They will then invite the Head of Secondary, Mr. Mate, to say a few words before I introduce the first set of awards.
With this school year coming to an end, it marks the close of yet another amazing chapter in each of our lives. Looking back at my chapter at NCBIS, I know I leave as a totally different and better person, having learned so much about myself as a result of it. We all have our own book about our own lives yet to be written, and each day we write further onto it, and I'm sure we're all excited yet anxious to know what the next chapter holds for us. Whether an award winner or not, we all have different forms of success to celebrate. A book called The Unfair Advantage states that everyone already has what it takes to be successful, and from reading it, an equation we can obtain is success equals fair advantages multiplied by unfair advantages. Fair advantages comprise of the hard work we put in ourselves, whereas the unfair advantages are advantages which not everyone can replicate so easily, such as money, intelligence, and one which we all share is an amazing education which we receive from NCBIS. However, as with any math equation, which multiplies two things, if either variable is zero, the outcome is always going to be zero. Therefore, although we all have the unfair advantages we need, we still need to put in the hard work ourselves in order to obtain the fair advantages in order to ultimately achieve success, which could even make the difference of not getting an award this year to getting one next year. Going back to the initial analogy of the book and our life stories, we've all been given the ink and the paper we need to write our stories by attending NCBIS, but it's up to us how we write that story and make it into one that is a memorable one. And although I may be departing from NCBIS this year, I look forward to reading each and every one of your amazing stories in the future.
Good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching us. I always start these events by saying how much I enjoyed it, because it's an opportunity to acknowledge your effort and hard work. However, this year's celebration of success just isn't the same. Normally I'm facing an auditorium full of students and teachers, looking at everybody's faces staring back at me, but this year just a camera. But the lack of live audience will not stop us from celebrating your achievements. This year, more than ever, we've had to adapt to our normal ways of life. And that ability to adapt is what separates us from so many species that are no longer with us on this planet. Unfortunately, not everyone who watches this video will have their efforts acknowledged this year by the form of a certificate. But I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on the way you've adapted to living with the pandemic, and adapted to a huge shift in the way that you've been taught and learning your various subjects. It hasn't been easy. For you teachers either. We are all learning new things, but we're getting through it. And we will come out at the other end stronger and wiser for the experience. Remember, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. I would also like to congratulate those students that don't receive an award today, because I know you too have achieved lots this year. We maybe just didn't catch it. You can all do something that you couldn't do at the beginning of the year. Whether that be how to do a certain type of calculation, whether it be perform a jump shot in basketball, or being able to run faster over 100 metres, or being able to structure a piece of written work. All of you have achieved something. Now, whilst it's lovely to get recognition for your efforts, it is, and that never changes, by the way, even at my age. But it doesn't always happen like that. Unfortunately, that's life. Sometimes things get missed, and we don't always get the acknowledgements that we deserve. But that's why we always try to teach you resilience in school, as it's such an important value or important trait to have. Now, I've congratulated those students that don't receive an award today. I would like to say a huge congratulations to all of those that do. Your efforts and hard work have gained recognition. This is something that you should be proud of. Build on this year's successes and make next year even better. I'd like to congratulate the outstanding performances of our talented singers and musicians who have helped to contribute to this video, and also the ones that performed earlier throughout the year before we all went on lockdown. I really do feel privileged to serve such a bright and talented group of young people, so thank you for being you. Whilst this year has had its challenges, I'm filled with confidence for next year because of two things. Firstly, because of the team of teachers that we have at NCBIS. Having worked here now, or worked in 5 different schools in my long, fairly successful career, I can honestly say that the teachers we have at NCBIS are by far the best that I've worked with. And I hope you as students recognise how much they do to pave the way for your success. Although saying that, I'm conscious that you see only half of the work that they do. Other than the lessons that they teach, this year especially they've worked tirelessly with the planning. I know because I had to see this planning prior to the inspection that we had earlier in the year. They mark books or work posted online, complete data spreadsheets, write reports, complete references for university applications, run ECAs, organise the ridiculous amount of trips that we have that go on throughout the year. They've shown to me they are happy to go above and beyond for your benefit. I know today is about your successes, but I really hope that you can appreciate how lucky you are to have the teachers that we have at NCBIS. The second reason that fills me with confidence for next year is you, the students. Whilst I'm sure many of you enjoyed the break from school, I've had a considerable amount of emails from students, some actually pleading for the school to be opened up. whilst I won't embarrass those students, to me it shows that many of you have already acquired the maturity and work ethic to really succeed in school. And I very much look forward to seeing the fruits of your labour next year. And also to see the life come back into the school, because it really is a somber place today. Finally, I want to wish you all a fabulous and well-earned summer holiday. You really do deserve it. But remember, over the 7 or 8 weeks that you have off, to look out for opportunities to try something new, something different. I know this year we'll see some travel restrictions in place and it may not be the usual summer that we have. But whatever it is you do try to rest, relax, run and have fun. But most importantly, be safe. If you are one of our students moving to pastures new, I wish you every success and hope that NCBIS and Cairo keeps a little place in your heart. The majority of you are returning next year. I look forward to seeing you at the end of August. Have a great summer and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Mate, for those poignant words. I will now move on to the first set of awards. It is well evident in a wide range of educational research that high levels of attendance are paramount in ensuring high levels of achievement. At NCBIS, we strive for at least 97% as a school-wide target for attendance, but the following students deserve a special round of applause for their resilience and obvious love of school. They have been here every single day. That includes during the remote learning period. So the first set of awards goes to those in each year group with 100% attendance. In Year 12, the award goes to Carl Rasmussen and Zaid Syed. In Year 11, Fareed Adli, Yassine Khalifa, Faiz Firdaus. In Year 10, Ruben Arena, Farina Keder, Sarah Nagy, Ziad Ragab, Kayla Nell, and Abdullah Akil. In Year 9, Cedra Sharif, Lara El-Manzalawi, Hayley Menelik, Salma Hatem, Cynthia Wassef, Miguel Correa Richter, Emma Youssef, Belen Berkman, Ilaria Ghali, Dylan Liquide, Amina El-Dafrawi, Catherine Kiriazi, and Laura Van Haren. Particularly impressed with Year 9 there. A large number of winners. Julian Namahoa in Year 8, along with Saad Salam, Tamara El Abbasi, Nadine Nassif, and Magd Al-Manzalawi. And finally, in Year 7, we have Tanmai Biradar, Adrian Geltka, Ramzi Shakshir, Bonita McLean, Sabine Wassef, Aaron O'Neill, Isabella William, Thomas Copy, Colin Rutisiri, Amna Shaba, Omar Salam, Jesse Badran, Ali Salah, and Kareem Al-Awaidi. In NCBIS, all of the positive postcards and merits that the students receive go towards achievement points. The overall achievement points totals for each student are measured on a weekly basis, and their pastoral tutor and their head of Key Stage tracks their behaviour points alongside the achievement. We obviously want all students to achieve as best they possibly can, but it is important to recognise that some students have demonstrated and sustained an excellent level of participation and effort over a long period of time. So it is with great pleasure that I now announce the second winners of the second award, who is the students with the most number of achievement points in each year group, including during the remote learning. So the winners are, in Year 12, Liam Phillips. In Year 11, Ida Rafat. In Year 10, Lily Lardo. In Year 9, Cedra Sharif. In Year 8, Eleanor Koch. And in Year 7, Tanmai Biradar. The next award is for the CIS Award for International Mindedness, nominated and voted for by our staff. CIS stands for the Council of International Schools, of which NCBIS is a member. The criteria for this award states that the person who wins it needs to be a good representative of their own country with positive attitudes towards the life and culture of others. They should be able to converse in at least 2 languages and are a contributing force in the life of the school, with the ability to bring different people together in a sense of community, thus furthering international understanding. Now, whilst that is quite a lot to take in, we have given it a lot of thought, and the student who has won this award is everyone's friend, regardless of their nationality. This student speaks 2 languages, in fact, may well even speak more now. Her energy is vital to the Year 12 CAS, as she enthusiastically joins whatever and whenever she can. She is passionate about service and has thrown herself into CAS with a vigour that has been unparalleled by others. She participated in retirement home visits and practically ran the APE literacy from the day it started. She is a leader of learning and has ventured out of her comfort zone, learning to knit during remote learning with the goal of making hats to donate to a cancer hospital. The winner of this award is Salma Yunus. The next awards are the COBIS Awards. The COBIS stands for the Council of British International Schools and is not only a council we belong to, but what it stands for is something that underpins our mission at NCBIS. Interestingly, NCBIS was the first school in Egypt to achieve membership of this elite group of schools. These range from leadership conferences, MUN, debating and sports competitions, including the annual COBIS Games. The COBIS Awards are therefore highly coveted and well recognised as an outstanding student achievement which stems from a sustained level of contribution to the school and to the local community. When we submitted our applications for this award to COBIS, and they take that under advisement, and to tell you who has actually won the award, we actually submitted the maximum number of proposals, which was 3 students. And I'm happy to say that we heard back from COBIS and all 3 of the students have won this award. So we actually have 3 winners of this award. So here they are. The first award falls into the COBIS category of exceptional academic achievement. Amongst other things, this student has shown outstanding academic performance across all of her subjects and remains a constant role model to other students, especially in the sciences. She has served in this year in the role of leader of learning in sciences and has mentored many other students in the school to improve their knowledge in the subjects of biology, chemistry and physics. As part of her various student leadership roles in the past, she has extensive involvement in international trips and has taken part in improving the life of those within our school and schools abroad, even as far as Nepal. She is nothing short of outstanding, and the first award goes to Noon Ahmed. The second award falls into the COBIS category of commitment to a charitable cause and or an environmentally sustainable cause. This student is very dedicated to helping other students. She helped initiate, plan and organise the Ahmed Zuwail Teaching English ECA as her CAS project. By doing this, she has left her mark on the school and the outside community. Her students are still participating in this ECA and still teaching in English to the benefit of our local student population. This project has been extremely successful, as shown by the high demand of the students at the local school who are taking up this offer. She has also participated in the APE adult literacy program that we offer, though it is challenging when she herself does not speak any Arabic. She regularly and consistently does her part by recycling. In addition to this, she can be seen going to the retirement home on Sundays. In short, she has shown compassion, kindness and care, and giving back to the local community that she's part of. She really does genuinely try to make the world a better place for others, reaching out beyond her own school community. This award goes to Rafia Khan. And the third and final award falls into the COBIS category of significant contribution to the wider life of the school. The student winning this award, amongst other things, is a wonderfully well-rounded and independent, hard-working student who is thoroughly involved in the wider life of the school, as well as being an extremely high academic achiever. Her academic achievement can be seen in her outstanding approach to learning scores and exceptionally high grades. She works diligently and acts as a role model to others in the school without fault. She has demonstrated high levels of contributions to the wider life of the school and her involvement with student events and a range of sports teams, all of which she has represented excellently, as she does always go above and beyond and is an all-round brilliant student who thoroughly deserves this award. The award goes to Marguerite Julia. Finally, before we move on to our most prestigious awards, the Horus Awards, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work of so many of our students during remote learning. This year, 2020, will be remembered for a long time as a year that everything changed. New challenges were faced and students and parents had to bring school into the home. We would like to acknowledge the hard work of one student in each year group who has stood out and shown high levels of resilience, both academically or pastorally, to the challenges that they've had to face during remote learning. So the awards for remote learning go to, in Year 12, Lene Venter and Marguerite Julia. In Year 11, Kinsey Ali. In Year 10, Ziad Kada. In Year 9, Catherine Kiriazi. In Year 8, Yara Yunus. And in Year 7, Thomas Copy. Well done to all of the award winners in this section. We will now have a short break and a short musical interlude while we have some music performed by Adrian Gutierrez, who will be performing Knock on Wood by Eddie Floyd. To invite our principal, Mr. John Bagust, to formally address the audience and our prize winners.
Dear secondary students, prize winners and Year 11 graduates, it's a privilege to be part of this celebration of success video. And it's such a shame that we're unable to get together at this time. But as with all challenges we face, it's also important that we face them and try as much as we can to overcome them. It's been a truly unprecedented year. It's therefore even more important than ever that we take the time to reflect on our student successes, as they are so well deserved, and it's also hopefully persuades other students who did not manage to get an award this year to be resilient and determined in trying to succeed and gain an award next year. Indeed, I hope that you all can look back on this strange year and think about some of your own personal successes. This year, of all years, I believe we have been strong and brave in facing the challenges that COVID-19 has brought. It may be that you've had to come to terms with new ways of learning remotely. Perhaps you've been more responsible with your own learning as you've had to stay at home. It could be that you are new, but have still managed to somehow make friends despite the social distancing restrictions. It could be feeling more confident in a subject in an area that last year you struggled with. Many things that hopefully you can reflect on and look back on and feel positive with yourself, even though you're not receiving an award. For those of you, many of you, that are receiving awards, I commend you on your achievement. These awards are not easy to get, and you should be proud of being recognised. Your teachers and I certainly are. A year is a long time to sustain working hard, meeting deadlines, and convincing your teachers that you're really doing the best you can. It's not easy, but you achieved it, and with sustained determination, and in all the difficult setting of remote learning for the past few months. For those of you wishing you were receiving an award, I say don't give up. And for those receiving an award, I say don't get complacent. Next year is another year, and everyone starts afresh. New teachers, new and higher expectations, new courses. To ensure you get an award next year, you will need to have determination, stamina, and perhaps pure luck. But above all, you will have to have your confidence in yourself and never give up. You can't deny the fact that sometimes it feels that just things aren't working out for you the way that you want. That the whole universe maybe is against you and that life is a complete mess. I can tell you a real story of somebody that actually was a little bit like this and managed to get through it. One man was fired as a newspaper editor, as according to his boss, he lacked imagination and his ideas were no good. This man tried to start a business but faced bankruptcy before it even gained success. He was literally broke, and all he had were his dreams and aspirations. But despite this, he never got tired and continued to try new ideas until he reached success. And once it did, it was overwhelming. And what was his name? It was Walt Disney. He managed to win 22 Academy Awards and established the first Disneyland in California around 1955. And today, the Walt Disney Company rakes in billions of dollars annually from movies, theme parks, merchandise around the world. So never give up. We, your teachers, will always be there to bring out the best in you. But if you need more than that, perhaps more importantly, if you really want to succeed, you also need to bring out the best in yourself. I also have a special message for our Year 11 graduates who missed their own graduation. I just want to give you 8 words of advice. It's simple to say, but not easy to act on. Never give up and learn from your mistakes. Words that tie nicely with our school motto of bringing out the best in everyone. Because you can only really achieve your best if you're prepared to never give up and continually to learn from your mistakes. There are hundreds of examples of famous people who almost succeeded because they acted on these words. Jim Carrey got booed off stage the first time he tried comedy. Katy Perry between 2003 to 2005 was dropped by 3 record labels. Oprah Winfrey was turned down by one of her first producers for not being television material. And Jay-Z, I said Jay-Z last year, got it right this year, was turned down by every record label. Now I can maybe understand that, but he is famous. And now Mr. Mate, who I estimate has played about 2,600 times. Well, last year he managed his first hole-in-one. There are literally thousands of such examples, so never give up and stay determined in all you do. Congratulations to all our students. I wish you success next year, wherever you will be. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bagust, for those meaningful words. I will now move on to our most prestigious set of awards, the Horus Awards. At NCBIS, we acknowledge the many different talents and skills that our students have. We seek to recognise these through our new and prestigious Horus Awards. To preserve the integrity of this aim, it is essential that our students see the Horus Award as being an achievement of outstanding and distinguished merit, something that is worked towards over their entire academic year. The Horus Awards also take into account aspects of the student's behaviour and attitude. Being awarded the Horus Award is the most significant accolade during the long-term commitment students must invest in order to be considered for the award over the course of the year. Our first category of awards are the Junior Horus Awards. These are only available to Key Stage 3 students, and the full Senior Horus Award is available to Key Stage 4 and 5. So, our Junior Horus Award winners for PE are Mia Hussein, and for Science, Lara Elmanzalawi, Sophie Grubmuller. For English, we have Sedra Sharif and Nadine Darwish. For MFL, we have Daphne Aturk and Julia Chung. For Art, we have Tia Salam. For Music, Daphne Aturk. Humanities, Daphne Aturk and Lara Elmanzalawi. Drama, Jury Bakker. And Maths and Computing goes to Dimitri Nolan and Ben Phillips. Well done to our award winners. We now move on to the Horus Awards for the senior students. This is open to Key Stage 4 and 5. So the award for PE goes to Mattia Pagano. For Science, Farazaki and Tariq Edwards. For English, Mariam Tadros and Zaid Said. MFL goes to Shahad Said and Chloe Rockingham. Art goes to Michael Akpavino. Music goes to Asya Slama. Humanities goes to Marguerite Julia and Farazaki. Drama goes to Tariq Edwards. And Maths goes to Ojas, Prakash and Marguerite Julia. We will now have our third musical interlude, which will be performed by Daphne Aturk. She'll be performing Etude number 10, number 12, Revolutionary by Chopin. a moment, we will be welcoming our esteemed guest speaker, Sally Sampson, from the morning show on Nile FM. Before we hear from Sally, I'd like to give you a little bit of information about her background. Sally was definitely what you would call an international kid. She spent her entire childhood moving from country to country, so that even though she was born in Egypt, by the time she was 15, she had already lived in Canada, Bahrain, and Oman. She found it wonderful and eye-opening and life-changing. She returned to Egypt when she was 16, she finished high school and then went on to university before travelling to the UK to pursue a master's in performance and acting. She came back to Egypt in 2012 and joined the Nile FM family. Silence is golden is definitely not her motto. Sally's the girl that will talk her way in and out of every situation. When she's not talking on the radio, she's busy dreaming up and planning how she's going to change the world, reading up on the latest celebrity antics, planning her Oscars acceptance speech, and trying to convince Mark that he's not as crazy as he thinks he is. Other than that, she is a fiercely dedicated woman and passionate about the things that she loves, including her family, her friends, her dreams, sushi, and Oscar Wilde. So, in her capacity as a major success in the world of radio broadcasting, I would now like to invite Sally Sampson to address our prize winners.
Hey there, NCBIS. Sally Sampson with you here from Nile FM. And what can I say other than a big, huge, fat congratulations to all of the winners and achievers today. Of course, times are tough. I wish I could be there with you to celebrate in person the same way I was last year. Unfortunately, that's not the reality. So in the meantime, I hope everyone is well. I hope you're staying safe and being responsible. And hopefully next year, I'll be able to be there with you celebrating the way I really want to. Take care, keep achieving, keep working hard, no matter who it is that you are. And yes, until we meet again very, very soon. A big congratulations once more, and I send you all love.
Thank you very much, Sally, for those motivational words. I will now move on to our final set of awards. The final set of awards are the Horus Co-curricular Awards. For these, the students have to meet a rigorous criteria, of which there has to be evidence to support how they meet that criteria. We then obtain references from teachers, which are then looked over by the Horus Committee. Only then are the award winners decided. So, firstly, we have drama. This includes contribution to school performances and extracurricular involvement. These again are split into junior for Key Stage 3 and full or senior Horus for Key Stage 4 and 5. So the award for drama goes to Adrian Gutierrez. Adrian was a focused and enthusiastic student in both lessons and extracurricular activities this year. He shared his passion for drama and others and approached every assignment with creativity and a natural talent for performing. In the School of Rock, our school musical this year, Adrian displayed commitment and determination throughout the rehearsal process, as well as producing an excellent performance. The full Horus for drama goes to Kinsey Ali. Kinsey has displayed commitment, passion and enthusiasm in all aspects of drama. Kinsey played a pivotal role in the School of Rock production. Not only did she deliver an outstanding performance, but she acted as a positive role model throughout the entire rehearsal process. Kinsey's practical and theoretical knowledge in the subject has also been exceptional during her GCSE drama course. So the next award is for music. So firstly, the Junior Horus Award for music is going to two students. The first is Sharif Al-Ashram. Sharif has supported so many musical extracurricular activities and always puts himself forward to perform at school events. Most notably this year, he played the lead role in the school production of The School of Rock, and his skills as a performer are deemed to compete with adult expert musicians. The second award for music goes to Adrian Gutierrez again. Adrian is an amazing musician and fantastic performer. This year, Adrian has been fully committed to school performances. firstly taking on the main role of one of the main roles in the School of Rock musical, but secondly being promoted to a position in the stage band, and thirdly striving to improve his skills through instrumental exams. The full Horus for music goes to Carl Rasmussen. Carl hands down deserves this prize. He has made huge strides in his musicianship on both the guitar and the drums. He is well known at NCBIS. He regularly performs on stage, attends various ECAs, and is part of the school band and school productions. He has come far as a musician in his time at NCBIS and is to be highly commended. The following students are winning the Horus Service Award, which they have demonstrated through helping lead whole school initiatives or events that engage the entire NCBIS community. So the Junior Award goes to Ilaria Rossi. Ilaria carried out her duties as a Year 7 Student Council rep with care and compassion. Despite being the youngest member of the team, she was not afraid to voice her opinions. It is not always easy attending all meetings and balancing other commitments, but Ilaria demonstrated outstanding attendance at all meetings. Her commitment in this area was fantastic. Earlier in the year, she was instrumental in organising the chocolate and emojis and helping raise money for mental health in Egypt. The Senior Horus Award for Service goes to 2 students. The first is Marguerite Julia, who has taken on several leadership roles to benefit the NCBIS community, including being a house captain and coaching the junior varsity and varsity girls football teams. She has also helped with a primary sports day. In addition, Marguerite does not hesitate to give up her time for the larger community beyond NCBIS, and along with her group, pulled off a very successful primary food drive. She also helped with the sponsored silence and raised funds for the Autistic Society in doing so. She is continuously giving with a smile on her face at all times. The second award goes to Liam Philps. He has consistently participated in the Adult APE Literacy ECA, even though it has been challenging for him as a non-Arabic speaker. He has helped with Primary Sports Day. Liam has been the perfect role model for the Firehouse captains this year, and he has displayed leadership, responsibility, maturity, positivity, to name but a few. Liam has promoted the school house spirit and helped ensure that every house member has been involved. Our final category for the Co-curricular Awards is for sport. These students represent the school without fail. They must play at an outstanding level and demonstrate consistently good sportsmanship. So firstly, the Junior Horus Award for sports goes to Tristan Purdy. Tristan has had a fantastic year in sports at NCBIS. He has shown drive and motivation, commitment and resilience in what has proven to be a very successful year for him. He has represented the school at the under 13 level and at a variety of sports, and has made fantastic contributions to the BSME under 13 squad, not only in the games in the UAE, but in the weeks and months leading up to it, where he would show up to every training session, giving his absolute best and helping others to do the same. Tristan capped off this hard work when he was moved up to the junior varsity to help the boys' football team when they were short of a goalkeeper. His resilience and his hard work paid off. In these games, despite only being in Year 8, he did not look out of place and competed fiercely. It's been a fantastic year for a fantastic sportsman. Well done, Tristan. The full Horus goes to Gabriel Egerbogen, who has been an absolute model sportsman in everything he has done this year. He displays all the characteristics: respect, fair play, competitiveness, motivation and commitment, to name but a few, that we would wish to instill in our students through the medium of sport. This year, he has been captain of the junior varsity football team and has led in example in his attitude, his work rate, his ability from the very first training session through to our matches in the last session. He has had a similar impact on the junior varsity basketball team. Not only has he shown leadership skills, but he's also committed himself to improving his own performance and has been extremely successful in doing so in some excellent performances through several junior varsity matches. He's a great sportsman and a role model. Well done, Gabriel. So congratulations to all of these students who continue to play a full and active role in the wider life of the school and will no doubt go on to achieve amazing things. We encourage all of you to get involved and to continue to do so. It is now the opportunity of our current head students to reply on behalf of the student body that they serve. This is the most prestigious student leadership position of head boy and head girl. So before we welcome them to the stage, I would like to congratulate them and thank our newly graduated, albeit in a strange year to come into the role, head students, Carl Rasmussen and Chloe Rockingham. I would also like to take a moment to say thank you to Yara and to So Hard for all of their hard work that they put in last year and into this year. Please now give a warm welcome to our head boy and head girl appointed this academic year to take us over into next academic year in December. After that, we will have a final musical interlude from Carl Rasmussen performing You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi.
Hi everyone, it's Chloe and I hope you're all doing well. On behalf of the school, we can say that we and all members of staff will welcome everyone back when school reopens. In the meantime, we feel as if everyone should keep in touch and check up on each other, as the situation we're in is worrying for all of us. If anyone needs any help or is feeling worried, you could contact a member of staff, your heads of key stage, or even us, as Carl and I would be happy to help. To conclude this speech, Carl and I would like to say thank you to all of the students who have tried their very best during these times, especially the Year 11s and the Year 13s who were unsure about their exams. We would also like to thank all of the members of staff for adapting their style of teaching in order to fulfill the remote learning plan, especially the heads of key stage, who have had a very busy few months. Finally, I think we all owe a huge thank you to all of the parents who have remained persistent throughout these times and who have had to become teachers for the younger years. Without their support, remote learning would not have worked. Looking ahead to next year, we hope everyone is healthy and can return back to school after a relaxing summer. By then, hopefully things will have calmed down and we can get back to normality. Thank you for listening, and once again, we hope you're all doing great. Bye!
Let's rock and roll.
Shot through the heart, and you're too late. All the nigga in love, a bad night.
brings us to the end of our ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to say a few special thanks. Firstly, to our eloquent speakers, Sally Sampson, Mr. Bagust and Mr. Mate, our talented performers, led by Mrs. Rebecca Thompson from the music department, to Miss Marwa Adam for helping coordinate this wonderful video in light of remote learning, and to Miss Mayada Hattam for organisation of the electronic certificates that will follow this video. To our students, whether certificate winners or not, who have tried their very best and do every day to make us proud, even in the most trying of times. To all of the staff who have helped make every single day a celebration of success. On the sports field or in concerts or in a virtual classroom, in an actual classroom, the daily lives of our students are of utmost importance. And finally, to you, the parents, whose trust in us and belief in the homeschool partnership brings out the best in everyone within our community. Thank you to everyone for a wonderful year. On behalf of all of my colleagues, I wish you very much a lovely summer and look forward to seeing you again next year. For our exit music, we will hear from Daphne Aturk. She will be performing a piece by Marjin Fried and Zhang Nan. Thank you all and have a wonderful summer break.
Hi, my name is Daphne and I'm going to play Remote Shangri-La, and then I'm going to play the Revolutionary Etude by Chopin.